Hi guys, so today I am reviewing a diary that I have just ordered and received. The reason I'm doing this review is because whilst I was searching for a new academic year diary for the family, I came across this one on Amazon. And I was trying to find a better look through videos on YouTube so I could see how it would work for us, and I just couldn't find anything. So I thought I would make a review myself. So this is the first review I've ever done, so please be kind to me. I apologise if it's awful, but I just hope that someone finds this video useful who has seen this diary and would like a more thorough look inside at the layout to see if it would work for them. So it is the Big Family School Year Diary, and it's brought out by Mum's Office. I believe it comes in 6 different colours. I think the options are teal, which is this one that I have here, which is kind of like a peacocky blue. It's quite iridescent. It is quite pretty in the light. It comes in a pink, purple, citrus, which I believe is kind of a yellowy greeny colour, silver and black. So let's have a look. Let's get it open. Okay, so the first page has this lovely pattern inside, which is quite cool, quite funky. And there's the who the diary belongs to page kind of thing. I need my diary to know who needs to be where and when. If found, it would be great to get it back, so you kind of put your own details on just there for you. Then you turn over and there's top tips from Mum's Office. I've read through this, and it's basically kind of advertising the other diaries that Mum's Office do. So it's not really relevant to this diary itself, but it does give you an overview for any other diaries that you may be interested in. Then there's how to use this diary, let the grid take the strain, that's how they call it. It kind of gives you a little example there of how to use the sections. Then we turn over to Mum's information and Dad's information. These are really cool, I think, and really useful. So I'll definitely be filling this in. Normal stuff, kind of like date of birth, mobile, things like that. But then it goes on to collar size, chest size, shoe size. That's really handy if you're buying presents for your husband or they're buying presents for you. So I really like that. Car insurance, like I have no idea who my car insurance is with, so that would be handy for me to put it down. And just have everything in one place here as a reference point if you need it, I just think is great. Then you turn over the page and there's actually children's information, which again is perfect, and I love the way this is laid out just here. So it has like shoe, height, chest, waist, miscellaneous, and then it's dated as well. So obviously as children grow very quickly, it's really handy to pop the date in, so you might remember the last time you had so and so shoes, feet measured for shoes, and maybe realise that it's time to probably go again, which is normally something that I do. So that would be really handy to have it all written down. And then at the bottom here is that child's term date, which is all, again, very handy, especially if you have children that go to different schools or nurseries or primary school, secondary school, whatever, so you can pop down the term dates and the school numbers all in one area and just turn to that child's page. Then there's a contacts list there, and there is 5 of these children information pages. So if you have any more than 5 children, you may struggle, but there are 5 different pages full of there. All of those sections come under information. So it has all these tabs for the information tabs down the side, so they're really quick to reference and get to. Then it goes on to the pocket money record. Again, this is quite cool. So it has 5 columns again per page. And then you can literally pop the child's name, when you give them pocket money and how much. Then you move on to the important tabs. So this is dates to remember. It's the whole year layout here, which is quite nice. And it isn't dated, it's just the months. So I'm going to use this for birthdays, anniversaries and things like that, and just literally list people's birthdays, etc. in there. Then we turn over to travel plans. This is brilliant for if you're planning an adventure-packed kind of holiday, or travelling or anything like that. Say, for example, we went to Center Parcs in the half term not too long ago, and it would have been great to have put down the day and the activities we'd booked and where they are, so it was like a nice quick reference point rather than constantly having to log onto the app and everything else. That would have been really cool. Then it's the obligatory diary, need to know all the information page. So it has clothing sizes in British, European and American for men, women, shoes, children's shoes, shirts as well, which is really handy. Metric conversions, anniversaries, zodiac dates, birthdays and flowers, and a temperature conversion there. I love this sort of stuff that you like hardly ever look at, but I still really like to have it, so I'm a big fan of that page. Next tab of them is need to know. So over on this page is need to know numbers. This is very thorough, and I'm not sure how many I will actually put in here. I'm not sure how many people want the bakery number or a chimney sweep, or I don't know, but it's very thorough. It has literally got a decorator, a gardener, florist, fishmonger. It's got everything. Even the toy shop is on there. So you can fill up as much of or as little of this as you like. Again, I like the fact that it's got different schools there, so you can put, if you have children at different schools, you can put all their numbers down, and that's quite cool. And same for hairdressers there. If you use 2 different hairdressers, it's got 2 spaces for you to pop numbers in there. Then we go on to need to know websites. I think this is really handy as well, all those websites that you go on regularly for school and things like that nowadays, and I'm planning on putting kind of the log on details as well, like the usernames or logons. You know, it's like you kind of get so many different usernames, logons, that you kind of forget which one's for what. So that's what I plan on putting on just here. Then there's in case I lose my mobile. So all those important numbers that you think you may not be able to get back if you were to lose your phone. Then this bit I'm a really big fan of. So this is our week. There are 3 different pages for our week. So there's the autumn term, the spring term, and the summer term. And I think this is just fabulous. I think it's going to be used so much. So you pop the child's name down here. And for example, this term and this term only, my oldest has had netball club on a Monday. So you'll be like, Monday netball club. And she does drama on the Saturday. And you can pop it in there. And this is the sort of thing that isn't going to change week by week through the whole term. So it's really handy, and it's a really good reference point to think, so-and-so has this week. And just literally turn to the our week page. I think that's great. And I love the fact it's separated into terms, because at my children's school, their clubs do change each term. So it's fantastic, absolutely perfect. Then the dates section. So this is a calendar layout then for 2018, 19, the big one, which is obviously the majority of the year that this diary will be used, and then 2020 there. All the notable dates, so all the holidays, bank holidays, everything jotted down there. Then we move on to the Our Plans section. So Our Plans actually runs from July 2018 until August 2020. And I think the idea of all these dates is to kind of plan out your work holidays, any big trips that you're planning. If you've got weddings, like we've got a wedding in August, for example, just to kind of jot it out and, you know, make sure everything's nicely spaced out and it's able to do. So I think that's really handy. And also to plan for future events that obviously you won't be able to put on the diary. You can jot it down here and just make future plans, really. Then we go on to a notes section, and then it's straight into the diary. So this is the kind of main layout of the rest of the diary here. So it starts on the 30th of July, which of course is a Monday, and it runs all the way to the 1st of September. I believe that's the last one, yes. So all the way through to the 1st of September, and each page is the same. So it has a section here for this week, which is perfect. This diary is primarily for me because my husband is a big believer in online calendars. So he will not be using this diary. This is for my benefit only. I way prefer paper and pen all the way. So yes, this is for me. So that's what I'm going to be filling out for myself there. So any appointments I have, anywhere I have to be, working, all that sort of thing is going to go in this week. Then there's a notes list and to-do section. So you might pop down, I don't know, water the plants, change the beds, sheets, anything that needs doing in there, worm the dog, things like that. And I'm also going to use the bottom line there as a meal plan. So I could pop down lasagna, soup, salad, whatever we're having for dinner, kind of as the weeks go on. Then over this side of the page is everyone else's week. And there's 5 columns. So again, this is kind of, if you have any more than 5 children, then it's going to be a bit of a struggle for you. I have 4 children, so I plan to use one for my husband and then one each for the children, just there. And then you literally fill in their activities. I find it the most useful for school dinners and packed lunches. My children, excuse me, are quite fussy and some like things that others don't, but as all children. So we have a whole arrangement of packed lunches and school dinners going on each week. And the diary is essential to find out who I've booked for where and why. So that's amazing. And of course, any clubs or any special things going on at school, you jot it all down there. I also really like the fact that it's got the July and August, so you can see the month before, the month dates at the top for 2 months. I really, really like that. I love cross-month referencing dates and days and months and things. So that's really handy. And that literally carries on then throughout the whole thing. It also notes the bank holidays on the actual dates there. And that'll carry on all the way through the diary. So literally all the way till the end. Then at the very back of the diary, we have extra note pages. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 note pages at the back there. And then we go back to this lovely print, and there's a little folder in the back there for you to keep any important letters or documents that you might want to slip inside there. It comes with a pen loop, which I love because I like to keep my pen with my diary. I'm always losing pens, and I know if there's there, then I can always write in it. Also, one of my things I love are these 2 ribbons that it comes with. So, I think that's really, really handy. I love to not be flicking through the book and literally get straight to a page. So my plan is to kind of leave one on the date, the week that we're on, and then another one in our week section for whichever term we're on. So you can flick between the 2 nice and easy and know exactly what's going on and where. So overall, I'm really impressed with the diary. I must admit, I took a bit of a gamble with it. because I couldn't find any videos, and I was torn between this one and also the Box Clever Press Family Life book, which I did find some really informative videos on. The reason I took a gamble on this in the end is purely down to I really don't like the ring spine of the Box Clever Press diaries. I find it might just be the way that I write, but I find it really difficult to write over on the left hand side of the page with the spine. So I liked that this was a nice flat book and open up as such. So that was kind of what swayed me towards this one. It has a nice elastic here as well, so you can keep the diary closed if you're carrying it in your bag or whatever. On the downside, I do think it could have been made a little bit prettier. It's very plain. It's very plain. It's literally just one colour page, and as you go through, there's no kind of prettiness or design or pattern anywhere. And I would like to see something to make it look a bit funky, a bit more eye-catching. But at the same time, it's quite nice to have it completely fresh and clean and professional, and to be able to kind of see really clearly your writing on it without it being muffled with pictures. So I suppose it's pros and cons, but it would have been nice for at least the cover to be a bit more jazzy. Another thing I would have liked to have seen is stickers. Like the Box Clever Press comes with absolutely beautiful stickers, and I'm thinking of kind of ordering some maybe to use in this diary, because it would have been nice to have an option of stickers. And also I wish it had like these tabs down here for the different months. It does have like the wrist there, so you can kind of flick through and get to where you want to be, but it would be lovely to just go kind of June and flick straight to it. So yeah, that would be another improvement in my mind. But all in all, I really think it will work really good for us. I think I'm going to enjoy using it, and it's got everything that I was looking for in a diary. If you do use the Box Clever Press Family Life book, it'd be lovely to hear your opinion on this review, and maybe compare it a little bit to the other diary, because I really was completely torn other than the spine issue. So it would be lovely to hear your opinions. But yeah, as I said, sorry if it's a bit rambly. This is the first time I've ever reviewed anything at all, and I just hope that it helps someone that's kind of interested in maybe purchasing the Mum's Office diaries. Other thing I have forgot to mention is the size. So it is a little bit bigger than a 5, but it's, if I show you my old diary, which is A5, I can kind of compare it to it. So it's a little bit taller, a little bit wider than my old diary, but it's not quite A4, so it is still a perfect size for you to pop in the bag and not be too bulky, which is nice. And also another thing I forgot to mention was the fact that the colours inside, I believe there's 3 of the coloured diaries, and I think it's the plum, pink and the silver that come with pink writing inside, so that all this layout is in pink instead of grey. I think that's the only kind of inside design feature you can choose. But yes, so it would be lovely to hear your thoughts on this video, and I do hope it helps someone, and thank you very much for listening.